Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a special edition with a bear on the box. Right over here with me I have the Shirogorov Custom Division UniHation here with me for a review. We're gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this bad boy, but don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. You know what? You can also check out Fablades.com, and you know what? You can also check out @Fablades on Instagram. Let's see if you like some knife pictures, and look at that. This is the brown box special edition that you receive with the collaboration knives with Shirogorov. Of course, you get your microfiber cloth, classic, and of course certificate of authenticity with all the specs for your UniHation, which is this fella right over here. Look at that, not too shabby, eh? Looking good. So let's see the size. First of all, you get like 3.5 inches for the cutting edge, 4.4 for the handle, so an overall length of 7.7 roughly. That's the ballpark. And let's see a couple options. Right over here you get to see a couple of Benchmade mini bug out and bug out, just to see that, you know, we are pretty much in the same realm of the bug out. Couple big boys we got going on here. Spyderco Para 3, Paramilitary 2, to show you, yeah, we are pretty much a little bit bigger than the Para 3, of course, but smaller than the Paramilitary 2. Here you get a couple of Reeve knives, small Sebenza 21 and large Sebenza 21. So yeah, again, in the middle between these two models, which is always a good sign. I also want to show you a couple of smaller ones that I got here. The Reeve, because we are talking about Reeve, right? And Shirogorov. And so you get a Peña, Apache, Mexican Blanket, and a Nandi in carbon fiber and basket weave Damascus, to show you that's, you know, these are smaller knives. And just let me show you another couple big boys. Here you get to see the Kulturtex Farn 3 and the Void NFX XL from Branado, and just another couple because, come on, why not? We are here, want to show you some milled stuff, Skiff knives, Accomplice, and Corey Utzler Duckling in the mix, to get to see that, again, this guy is, of course, smaller than that, right in between these two options. And yeah, I have to show you. So this is just for comparison. That's a Neon and L Custom Division, and this is the Hattie Custom Division, the Hattie Bronze. So we're really, you know, very same ballpark, of course, right here, but definitely smaller than a full-size Shiro. So let's check this guy out, because this is an interesting one. It is the UniHation collaboration between Shirogorov and Reeve knives. It's a pretty cool one. It's a frame lock titanium with main show side Alutex scale with a titanium overlay, I would say, nicely milled and anodized by Reeve knives. So this is the UniHation. So it's a Hation base, which means that is the smaller size of Shirogorov, similar to the Neon. So Neon and Hation are going to be the smaller. F3, F95, Quantum, Hattie are going to be the big boys, right? So full-size knife. And the 111, 110 are going to be the large pocket swords, basically. So this is based on the Hation, which is the carbon fiber and titanium combo. So the Hation is the smaller version of the Hattie, which is the full-size titanium frame lock with carbon fiber or Alutex show side. So UniHation, uni because this is unique. There's 10 variants of each color. I believe there's 5 color per model. So you get like 50, because like that's the tradition for the custom division for Shirogorov. So you get 5 colors, 10 variants each. So each one will have like a different inlay, a different anodization, different color scheme, different graphics going on. So that's why they are unique. And it's very interesting because you also have a nice Alutex inlay on the back, which is probably my favorite part. I'm not like a huge fan of these abstract graphics going on. I don't mind this. There are some really cool. I like it, but they're the minority. The majority, it's not my taste, but the knife is definitely really, really good and worth checking it out. And it is also one of those custom divisions that are cheaper than the other custom division, you know, because custom divisions are very expensive. So this guy, I think table price was $1,600, and this is gonna be pretty much the price you're gonna have to pay if you find one on the secondary market. Usually all the other custom division, like for example this guy right over here, it had like a $1,600 table price, but yeah, good luck finding one and good luck paying that price. It's not gonna happen. Simply you're gonna have to pay twice as much because they're so good and so sought after. So that's the story, and this is a very interesting one. You get this Alutex scale going on, which is shimmering. It's very nice. I really like this deep blue, and I like this texture, the shimmering going on right there. Also, it's kind of hard to see, but this scale here, it's not flat. There's some milling going on, which is the classic seashell hattie milling going on. Right? You can feel it, but you can't see it because of the texture going on the scale. So that's that. Also, you have the other features for the inherited from the custom division, like for example non-spinning pivot. It's keyed in with a ball bearing underneath, so you screw it from this side, and this side is just not gonna spin, and that's a fantastic thing. The backspacer is titanium 3D milled with the integrated lanyard hole, centering backspacer to extend. You see the tip is just extending outside of the handle, so that's gonna be nicely protecting the tip of the blade, and it's going to extend the handle to blade ratio. That's a pretty clever thing to do. Then you get some chamfering on the scales, edges on the outside, on the inside as well. Of course, every detail has been taken care of. Nice finger groove going on over here. You can allocate nicely your fingers, and that's going to be pretty comfy. Yeah, like you have also like an option for the lanyard hole integrated into the backspacer, which is pretty good. Also, the construction is classic. It's simple. One pivot screw, one handle screw. You can check my maintenance video if you want to know how to take this guy apart and clean it up. But it's pretty easy in the Shiro realm. You get also a stainless steel lock face insert, which you wouldn't say by looking from this side, but it is actually there. It's glued in, epoxied, and probably press fit from the inside and not screwed in. So it's blind. There's you don't see it from the lock side, but you actually do see the over travel lock bar stabilizer integrated into the insert. And then check this out, pretty cool, tip-up carry only. This, you see, this much is going to be sticking out from your pocket. Titanium satin pocket clip. It's not reversible. It's not ambidextrous. It has a nice spring tension. It's strong, and that's probably the Achilles heel of this knife. Except the graphic, which is like completely subjective. The clip is kind of hard to put in and out of the pocket, and this is nicer, less strong than, for example, this pocket clip, which has a little bit more tension to it. So it's not going to be reversible, so you cannot mount it on this side, so it's just going to live on the lock side. Then you get this 3.5 inch long S90V blade, nice drop point. You get the F3 jimping, I would say, style. So, which is not too aggressive. It's not really functional. It's gorgeous to look at. And then you see like a nice wedge going on over here, which ends right there. And then you have probably, I would say, like 50% belly, and then it's straight up to the sharpening choil. Right there, classic Shirogorov plunge grind. You have this delicate stone wash in the primary bevel, custom division logo over there, and just S90V on the back. Other logos, of course, you get the Shirogorov bear and the Chris Reeve Knives logo on the show side. The billboarding is kept to a minimum, a very thin stock. It's super thin behind the edge. Check this out. This is a slicer flat grind. Really, really cool. And of course, hand ground blade is just gorgeous. The sound, it's beautiful, clacky, exudes quality, not too loud. It's kind of soft and mellow, and it's pleasant. Also, what is pleasant, it's the weight, because Alutex show side, there's a little bit of internal skeletonization, but mainly the knife is small, so it's going to be weighing in at 2.78 ounces, so we cannot complain on that. Also, we cannot complain on hot spots because there's any. It feels really comfy in the hand. See, even if it's a smaller handle, it just feels good. Finger guard created by the flipper tab. That is good. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do like a reverse grip like that because I'm missing a little bit of handle there. But still, it's you know, it's doable. Also, it's like very strong and sturdy and robust and not flexing, and feels like a reliable tool. The backspacer is adding an increased strength and solidity and rigidity to the structure. The inlay here creates a less slippery surface, as well as this inlay right over here. So there's some grippiness to this all handle details that is infused into it. So it works. It's not that slippery, so that's good. And fit and finish, of course, is just like a Shiro. So I never had any issues. Probably a couple, actually, to be honest. Like one had lock stick, a little bit like an old one, had blade a little bit off center. But this guy is well put together, nicely done. It's spot on. It's well put together. There's nothing rattling. Blade play is absent. No lock stick, no lock rock. The flipper tab has some nice jimping over here. So you don't want to do a push button. You just want to stick with the light switch operated deployment method, and it's gonna be reliably and effortlessly just deploying, of course. So another thing this guy has is the use of multi-row bearing system, not roller bearing system, which are available on pretty much all other custom division knives. Like you do get to see the logo right over here of the roller, and you get to see right over here the logo of the MRBS. So usually custom division is employing cylindric bearings. In this case, you have spherical bearings, so ball bearings and not roller bearings, as you would find in any other custom division knife available. So this was a surprise to me because MRBS, it's a prerogative of the 3-bears knife. So let's say like lower end knives. But this guy is missing also that. So he's missing that. He's missing the 3D machining on the scales and the extensive milling on the scales. So that's why some people are not considering these custom division, even if they are, of course, but missing those couple features is going to be what is going to keep some people from buying this one. Beside the graphic aspect, which is completely subjective. But beside that, I mean, the action is just a Shiro action, really cool. This still has the break-in, and the blade is, of course, smaller and lighter and thinner, so you're not gonna have like the classic effect, like drop shot effect that, for example, like a bigger blade is gonna have that gliding action because of the weight. This guy just needs just a little gentle nudge to get it in the close position. Pretty cool detent, nice and snappy. It is a fantastic gentleman's option right over here. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.